Now, here our lesson was talked about triangle congruence by ASA and AAS. We have an ASA postulate and AAS theorem. We talked about ASA, which is angle side angle postulate. And you say that if we have two angles with an included side, this included side will be this triangle will be congruent with the another triangle. And
Teacher, are you sharing a screen? Are you sharing a screen?
yes.
No, doesn't appear.
The others?
Miss, it's appear for me. It's appearing for me.
May
it appears for me.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, teacher. Yes, it's appear.
Okay. Now, and also we talked about the angle side, which is AAS. And that's mean if I have two sides and an angle, but the two angles and a side, and the side is not an included side, but it must be congruent with the other side in the other triangle, I can say that these two triangles are congruent. And we prove this theorem, and we're writing how we solve this problem. And let's go now to talk about got it. Now, but before that, I want to remind you what's the meaning of bisector. Yes, Farah.
Teacher, is bisector, yani, you have an angle and the line comes and cut it into two halves.
Yes, that's the meaning of bisectors. I want to tell you now, I want to remind you now, what's the meaning of bisectors? The bisector is a line. It could cut the angle and it could cut the line. If the bisector cuts the angle, okay, it makes the two angle, it's cut it into two halves angle, it makes them equal. What does it mean? That's mean if I have now this angle and this measure, or the measure of this angle is 100 as an example. If there is a bisector, this bisector is like this. Okay, it's colored with this white now as an example. And this bisector now, it come and intersect here. You have a bisector, and there's a bisector. It comes now and intersects the angle. What does it mean? It comes and bisects, the angle. What does it mean? That's mean it cut the angles into two halves angle. So the 100 here, this angle, it will be divided now into 50 and 50. So if you have here A, B, C, and D, the measure of an angle A, B, C is 100. And since an BD is a bisector, it's cut the angle, or the angle will be bisected now. So the measure of the angle ABD, will be 50 now. And the measure of an angle DBC will be 52. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
This is the meaning of angle. They are bisected. And also, if now I have a line like this, and the measurement of, or the length of this line is 8 centimeters. Sorry, what's this? It is an 8 centimeter, and there's a bisector comes and cut this line, how it will be? This 8 will be 4 here and 4 here. So the length now of the line AB is 8 centimeter. And if there's BC, sorry. So AC now it will be 4 and CB now it will be 4 too. Because the bisector now, it cut the line into 2 equal halves. Is it clear now?
Yes, and teacher, the same thing it will be.
Yes,
Like angle.
an angle
It's clear.
its mission is the same. It's cut the angle or the line segment. Now, let's now talk about, I want to remind you, every time when I solve the proof, I told you because of the reflexive property. What's the reflexive property? The reflexive property, it's one of the properties from the properties of congruence. And we have 4 properties of congruence. The first one, we call it reflexive property. The second one, symmetric, transitive, and subtraction. Do you take all of them?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Let's now talk about the reflexive property. The reflexive, he told me that if you have a triangle as an example, which his name is ABC, and this triangle is with is like this with D as an example. Now, since now and AB is a common side between the first triangle and the second triangle, we will name it with a reflexive. Because of that, we say that it will be reflexive. This one, it will be reflexive. What does it mean? That means the side AB or the line segment AB is congruent with the line segment AB because they are common, because they are the same. So because of that, we name it with a reflexive property. Okay? And also for the angles, if you have this angle and like how how the graph will be like this as an example, and like this. Okay, here we have an angle A. Now this angle A is an angle from the small triangle, and an angle A also is an angle in the big triangle, and both of them are equal, so both of them are congruent because of the reflexive property. Okay? Okay. Now,
Okay, teacher.
the symmetric that if angle AB, like this as an example here, if here you have A, B, C, and D, if angle AB is congruent to CD, that's mean that's it means that CD is congruent to AB. Like, how did you know that in the order of changing order in addition? 3 plus 4 is equal 4 plus 3. Oh, if 3 is equal 4, so 4 equal 3.
I'm assuming that
I mean,
either
sorry, like
3 equals.
not 3, not 3 equal 4, but like 3 equal 3, or 3 is equal 2 plus 1, so 2 plus 1 equal 3. Is it right?
Yes.
Sorry?
Yes, teacher.
Now, there's a girl say something. أحسن.
No, teacher, I'm saying yes.
Okay. Here now, if AB is congruent to CD, so I can say too that CD is congruent to AB. Just change the order. And the same for an angles. This one we called it a symmetric property. And the transitive. The transitive says that if you know that A is equal B and B is equal C, can I say that A is equal C?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like
Yes.
4 is equal 3 plus 1. And 3 plus 1 is equal 2 plus 2. Like this. This is A equal B and B equals C. Can I say is 4 is equal to 2 plus 2?
Yes.
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 Yes, teacher.
Here is
yes.
the same in the geometry. If AB is congruent to CD and CD is congruent to EF, so AB is congruent to EF. Like they are cancel each other, like this. And the same for an angles. If angle A is congruent to angle C and C is congruent to E, so they can approximately and like they cancel each other. So angle A is equal to angle or congruent to angle E. And the last one now.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, who want to ask me?
No,
Me Huda.
Yes, Huda.
How it's 2 plus 2 4.
How? 2 plus 2
To
is equal
congruent.
to 4.
Before you erase, it was 4 and then 2 plus 2. Why you put circle 2 plus 2 with 4?
I mean that you know that as an example, 6 is 3 plus 3. Is it right?
Yeah.
And 3 plus 3, is it equal to 4 plus 2?
Yeah.
Yes, they are 6. So they are cancel each other. I told you that if A equal B and B equals C, so A equals C. Because like B cancel each other. So here is the same. 6 equal 4 plus 2.
and teacher, because the measurement of for example, the measurement of angle A is congruent to measurement of angle B. So if the measurement of angle B is equal to the measurement of angle C, so it will be A will be equal to C because B is equal to C. Yes.
Yes, I will give you an example as a shapes. Here, if you have like this one, this triangle, and I told you that this angle is congruent with this angle. Okay, and no, I will give you another drawing here. Like you have a square as an example, and I told you that this angle is congruent with this angle, and they are here. They are making a square like this as an example. No.
Teacher, you can make it two shapes, two angles in one shape and one angle in the other shape.
Yes, like this. Okay. If you have this angle, if I told you this angle A is congruent with this angle B, okay? This is given. A is congruent with B.
Okay.
And B also is congruent with C. A is congruent with B. And B is congruent with C. Wait, please. 1 minute and I will come back.
Okay, teacher.
So if angle A is equal or is congruent to angle B, what does it mean? Like if this is 40, this will be 40. And if angle B is congruent with angle C, so angle C will be 42. So what does it mean? Can I say that angle A is congruent with an angle C?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Teacher.
this is the meaning of transitive. And the last one here, we call it substitution. That if you say that angle A plus angle C as an example equal 90. Okay? Oh, or
Okay.
nothing. Or see, as an example, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 90. And angle A is equal to angle B. Can I substitute here or replace angle B instead of A? Or A instead of B?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I?
Yes.
Yes. This one we called it a subtraction. That if substitution. That if you want, if the two are equal, you can substitute or replace one with another in an expression.
Teacher, can you repeat it again?
The last one.
Yes.
Okay. If you have A plus B plus C equals 7 in algebra as an example, and I told you that A is equal to C. So I can now write or replace C with A because they are equal. Is it right?
Yes.
This one we call a
Yes,
substitution property. That since they are equal, I can substitute A with C.
Miss,
Okay,
I
I
know
understand.
that substitution property and you replace numbers like AB line segment is like, for example, 20. So you replace it
Yes,
instead of
like did you remember when we solved the lesson 1, which is the angle theorem?
which one, teacher? I forgot.
The angle theorem, that when you say that, I mean that we substitute or replace angle with another angle because they are equal.
Yes, I remember.
That one, we called that a substitution property of congruence.
Okay.
Now, let's now go to got it 3. Go back to our lesson. In this one here, given that angle S is congruent with an angle Q, RP bisects an angle SRQ. I want you to prove that the triangle of SRP is congruent with the triangle of QRB. So now, here now, for this one, here you have angle S is congruent with an angle Q. And this PR, do you see it here? Is bisects the angle SRQ. It's bisected. And this angle is bisected. So what does it mean? That means this half is equal to this half.
Equal to the other half.
Thank you. So I will write it like now, angle S is congruent with an angle Q if they are given. Now, angle, so because of that, I will say now angle S, since now the line PR bisect the angle, so I can say the angle SRP is congruent to which angle? SRP.
QRP.
QRP.
RQP.
QRP. So,
SRP. Yes.
so this angle is congruent with this angle because of what?
Because of the bisecting.
Yes, because
Bisector.
yes. So I would say that because RP bisects the angle SRQ. So they are equal by the definition of bisector's angle, as we said before. By the definition of bisector's angle. Then, so I now say that this angle and this angle. So I need now, or I prove now they are two angles. They are congruent. Since I have two angles, so I need to talk about AAS or ASA. Why I need these two? Or this postulate.
Because we have two angles. To know that they're equal.
For this one here, I have two angles. Since I have two angles, so I need only these two postulates, or one postulate and another theorem. Since I have two angles, so I want to check for the side.
It's going to be PR equals PR because of the reflexive property.
Teacher, you mean that we want to use either the postulate of AAS or ASA
Yes,
theorem?
every time. If you have two angles, you go to lesson 3, not to lesson 2. In lesson 2, if you have two sides, okay, you will
okay.
SSA or SSS. Here you have two angles. In this lesson, I'm talking about angles, two angles. So I search about a side. I want to search if there's a side that if they are included or not. Look at this side here. I want now, wait please. Here, this one. I mean this side, okay? This side, as you see, they are included side between angle Q, angle S, sorry, and angle R. Can I say that this side is congruent with this side?
Yes.
How?
Because the definition of bisecting.
No, you want to prove it.
No, miss.
No.
No, it's not given.
No.
You don't have
Not given that they're
information
equal.
about it. So, because the side which is not included not work, I will search about another side that it could be congruent. Which one?
PR
Miss, you mean?
is
PR.
congruent. PR.
Thank you.
But teacher, I know that the definition of bisecting will give you two halves.
No, if they are perpendicular on it.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
so PR is congruent with PR. Why? As we said before, because of the reflexive wait, please.
Reflexive property of congruence.
Teacher.
Because the reflexive property of congruence. Now, so now I have two angles that they are congruent and a side that's not included, but they are congruent to the another side in the another triangle. Can I conclude that? No, the triangle SRP is congruent with the triangle QRP?
Yes, because of the AAS property.
Thank you. Because of the AAS theorem. Is it clear?
Teacher, how AAS? Here's the angle A.
Angle A,
And
another angle, and the side.
but
A,
teacher, how you conclude that this angle is congruent of
which one?
angle R? Because it's reflexive.
Yes, their side, you mean. The line segment PR. How you conclude it is it congruent? Because they are reflexive.
But teacher, you have put any in angle R, you put here a sign of pink and pink any angle. They are congruent.
Yes, okay, I have two angles and one side. This angle and this angle.
Teacher,
And
yes. Teacher, how you conclude that R, angle R that is on the left that
because
it's
they
congruent.
are, because PR is bisects with the angle SRQ.
Okay,
that
okay.
the angle is bisected, so they are equal. And
Yes.
this is, by the way, it's given. You look at the question here, it's given. It's not from.
Okay.
By the way, if you say this drawing without the given that RB bisects the angle, you will not use this information. If they told you about it, you will use it only.
Okay.
Okay.
What teacher, here you said AAS. Okay.
Now, let's now talk about problem number 4. In problem 4, I want you to determine whether triangles are congruent or no. Use the diagram at the right. Which of the following statement best represents the answer and justification to the answer? That is, here he told me that is a triangle BIF is congruent with the triangle UTO. Which statement is it true? The first one. Yes, he told me that. Is these two triangles are congruent? Let's see which is the best statement. A, she said, yes, the triangles are congruent because of ASA. Let's see how now. A, she says, yes, it's congruent because of ASA. Is it work here? Is ASA works here?
No.
No, because the
AAS.
side is not included. Right. Look at
Teacher,
yes.
what's the question? Because what was
The question here is the triangle BIF is congruent to the triangle UTO? That's the question. The first one, he told me they are congruent by ASA. I told him no. Look at D. D, he say no. Because angle B and angle U are not corresponding angles. Is it right?
No, false.
No, it's
Look at,
No, it's corresponding.
it's corresponding, yes. Now look at C. He told me that, yes, the triangles are congruent by AAS.
Yes,
A.
it's true.
No, false.
AAS.
No, yes,
Angle
yes.
No, angle, side angle.
It's teacher, it's correct because
Angle side.
if you moved by corresponding, if you moved in the correct order, it can be.
It can be.
So Farah Shesi,
It's angle side.
so it works?
Yes,
Yes,
it works.
because teacher, see, the corresponding is BIF.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. Is line segment FB is corresponding to TO?
No,
No,
it can be.
because
No, no.
no,
No, it can't be.
No.
it's cannot
So it doesn't
corresponding. So,
work as
so
well.
I told you yesterday that
Yes.
if I want to use an AAS, the side must be corresponding to the another side. Is it corresponding here?
No.
No.
That's
No. How no? I want to tell you how no. Look at this side here. This side is one of the sides of an angle B. But this side, it's another of the, I mean that, look at this side here. This side is an side angle of this mark. But here, if I want to say that this one is congruent, it must be this side. Because it have to complete the congruence one, which is U. But here it's complete T.
yes.
So they are not corresponding. So I cannot use also AAS. So the best
Teacher, choice A.
So the best, no, B. The best answer, no, that. Because FB is not corresponding with OT.
Teacher, here the triangles are congruent by ASA.
No,
If
is
they
the side
meet-
here included?
Choice number A. No.
No, so it's not work. So answer B is the correct statement.
Correct.
Now, let's see this one. Triangle PAR and SIR congruent. Explain. Look at them here. Now, by now, we talk 4 postulates, and you will have an assignment today, okay, online assignment. From this online assignment, you have to know if these 2 triangles are congruent by which postulate. So you will have to write the information, the data you have, then you will complete which triangles, which postulate can work. Now look here. From this, can you say that PR is congruent to SR?
Yes.
PR.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Line
teacher,
segment
we can say.
PR is congruent with the line segment SR. Because
Yes,
of what?
we can say.
Yes,
It's
yeah,
given.
it works.
Yes,
Because of the
It's given.
given.
Now, what
Given.
about angle A? Is it congruent with angle I?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, it is given also.
yes,
Yes.
Now,
Yes,
give me
because it's given.
give me another side that is congruent on angle.
R.
R.
Thank you. Angle R. Why angle R is
R.
congruent with an angle R?
Vertical angle.
Because
Vertical
vertical angle.
Angle.
Let's name it with PRA and